years. We are locally owned and operated by the Stevens family. We not only clean carpet and furniture, we clean many loose rugs, including Oriental rugs. Oriental rugs are cleaned in our modern facility where the fringes are cleaned by hand, then hung in our modern facility to dry. We do not use steam cleaning to clean your fine furniture. Furniture is cleaned by hand using the same absorption cleaning used in the White House. Some furniture we bring into our plant to clean properly. We normally use 2 men on each cleaning job using the extraction method. There is nothing that would clean carpet better for our customers. Our job is to clean properly with quality first. Google Carpet Masters San Bernardino and give us a call, or go to carpetmasterssocal.com.
The holiday season is upon us.
Ho, ho, ho.
And here comes all the little shopping elves. As a small business, it's a joyous time. But wait a minute. Where are all those elves? Why aren't the 4 million elves in the Elfland Empire hearing about your great holiday deals and hightailing their elf toes to your website or store?
It's all about the Prancermans.
Why? You have a shiny store. Why? You have a great website. Stand out among the dozens of your competitors. Do something different this year. Advertise on KCAA. Right now, elves are putting their elf money in your competitors' pockets. Change it up and put their elf jingle in your jingle pocket. Even the most broke elves can afford to get their messages on KCAA. At KCAA, we've got a holiday package for everyone. Don't be left out in the cold. Call a KCAA elf today at 909-793-1065 or log on to kcaaradio.com and advertise.
You can't afford not to.
If you're looking for a full or part-time sales position and you have radio, TV, or print media experience, KCAA has a great opportunity waiting for you that pays the highest commissions in the market. KCAA is the only station in the IE that broadcasts on 3 frequencies, so advertisers receive 3 ads for 1 low rate. This makes KCAA a must-buy for every local business. If you're interested in a sales position with us, call 909-885-8502 or email ceo@kcaaradio.com.
The other stations claim to be local.
Yeah, right.
KCAA Radio, the only true local radio station on your radio dial.
Jump off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living
with Dr. Marissa.
Promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And welcome. You are tuned in to my weekly talk radio show called Take My Advice, I'm Not Using It. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa every Tuesday at naturally high noon out of the Sunset Gower Studios here in Hollywood, California with UBN Radio TV, Universal Broadcasting Network, and then every Thursday and Saturday on my CNBC NBC News Radio channel, KCAA AM 1050, FM 102.3, and FM 106.5, and now nationally everywhere where iHeartRadio is. And this is a show about hope and happiness, so there's no gossip, no scandal, even though scandal is shot here, and no K-words, no Kardashian talk at all. Instead, I want you to focus on your own reality show and how you can be happy 88% of the time. And if you missed my great show last week, it was a Sexual Healing with Dr. Marissa's special series with Clarissa Burt, supermodel and international celebrity. Please go to my YouTube channel and you can get it there. And upcoming, we're going to have lots of fabulous guests next year. Kathy Richardson from Jefferson Starship. Next week, we're having Aaron Dickens, the original Manhattan Transfer. So you just keep it here for more hope and happiness. And as per usual, I'm going to start with my peace in, peace out shout outs for excellent customer service. Devin Smith at the UCLA RASC office and the staff at the Executive Vintage Court Hotel in San Francisco, Brian, Ehub, and Tiffany. Peace in and at the red carpet event that I got to go to last week at the Grove 10th Annual Salvation Army Kettle Kickoff, thanks to an invite by my wingwoman Diana Kelly, and got another red carpet soundbite from keynote speaker billionaire John Paul DeGiorio, who was actually in the streets and helped by Salvation Army. So he gives back, one of my favorite kinds of people. To sing with, I got to sing with Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. They'll be coming next year too on the air. And Mickey Rooney's son, Jeff. So it was a fabulous time. And last but not least, Emmanuel, who will be coming on next year. Just heartwarming story of this young man who came from Australia, who was actually rescued by his adopted mom from the war-torn, just horrific time in Iran. So you'll want to come and see that show next year. Shout out to the Jacobson Love Burrito Clan, friends of Frank, call me Frank Starr, and friend. Shout of peace out, peace in and peace out to my 2930 stage mates at the Agape International Spiritual Center, celebrating our choir bosses and our choir anniversary. To my new and renewed friends I was blessed to meet this weekend in San Francisco, my beautiful niece's birthday. Happy birthday, dear Christina, my favorite niece. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. And for my, I went to the new Agape North with TJ, who brought up my big brother, Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith, to speak, and my past chair and friend Liz, where I got to sing at the party. And my first true Mongolian Uber driver, Ank Bayar, who taught me how to say thank you in Mongolian. Ready? Bayala. Because I'm actually Chinese with a dash of Mongolian. I know you all thought I was Swedish, but it was nice to reconnect with some of my Mongolian roots. And finally, a peace shout out to my LA Uber pool mates in the middle of Chinatown, Crystal and Kit, and she told us that we looked like we were 35. So I love her for that. And a peace shout out to RV at the Vitality Station. I love to try new things, so I actually had the oxygen bar and then a water massage without getting wet. I'll let you figure that one out. And without further ado, I am so happy to have today's guest. It's someone who I watched for years and years and years, loved the show. Monday, Tuesday, happy days. Guess who? It's the one of the top three, always on the air, always on the film. There was Fonzie, and there was Ron, and then there was Potsy, and Potsy is here in studio. Anson Williams, he played the beloved character Potsy on the iconic TV series Happy Days. He's a TV director on shows like Melrose Place and Beverly Hills 90210, author, businessman, an acknowledged expert by the LAPD, California Senate, and Congress on the subject of drowsy driving, and his uncle is Uncle Heimlich Maneuver. It's not really Heimlich
That's
Maneuver,
a new name.
But there that is. Please welcome to my studio, Anson Williams.
Hello.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Who has a great radio voice, as you're going to be able to tell in one second.
How can you tell?
Have you done any, or you've been asked to?
No, actually, I haven't.
Oh, well,
but,
we're going to have...
Actually, I think that would be fun.
It would be.
So I like that. I like just being able to converse and,
yeah,
you know,
so we'll have
not
to set
have
you
all
up
the
here.
makeup and all that stuff.
Yeah. Except there is a camera, so you will
Where's
have
my
to have
makeup?
I don't know. Where is your makeup?
Gone.
So what was your favorite part of being Potsy?
Oh my gosh! Well, actually, you know, the show was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an amazing break. But more than anything, Happy Days became a college for us. Gary Marshall really wanted to be a teacher in life, and he used Paramount Studios as his college, and he inspired us to not get in the way of ourselves, keep ego at check, and take advantage of being on that lot and learn everything we could about the entertainment business. So I think the reason so many of us are still productive in the industry behind the camera is because of Gary. He inspired us to take advantage of being there, and we had 10.5 years of it. Wow. So, you know, I've been fortunate in directing, you know, a lot of television, over 300 shows. Wow. But they asked me, did you go to film school? I go, you bet I did. I watched Roman Polanski directing Chinatown on the back lot right next to him. I watched John Schlesinger directing Day of the Locust right next to him. I watched all the Grease musical numbers that were done on the lot right next to the director. That was my college for filmmaking.
Wow.
And all because of Gary. And he also inspired my entrepreneurial skills. He saw a business side of me. And so the show was great, but honestly,
it was a life learning.
It was a life learning experience. It was like getting a PhD in life through Gary.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Is he still around?
No, he passed away.
He did pass,
just over a year ago.
Well, he can still hear us. So,
But he lives through all of us,
Yeah.
and we pay forward his
Yeah,
kindness and his.
that's-
I try on my sets. I try to mentor young people, and try to inspire them to get outside of themselves and to, really take advantage, because most of us won't be actors all of our lives.
Right.
In fact, Gary said, especially you, Anson.
Oh, thank you.
I was never that good, but I always knew I'd end up behind the camera, and I took
don't know.
I took
thought
full
you
advantage.
Were pretty good.
On that show, I could do that show. I could do that show.
You were like my favorite.
Well, you had taste.
Yeah. There you go. Sorry, Fonz. Now, do you still keep in touch with
I do.
the cast?
I do. In fact, we just saw each other not too long ago. They changed. They had the first big fundraiser for the Gary Marshall Theater in Toluca Lake. It used to be called the Falcon Theater, but after his passing, they changed it to the Gary Marshall Theater.
Cool
well
is that?
deserved. Little
Cool
museum in there, and it's an equity house, and they're doing fantastic shows. And they had a huge fundraiser, and Henry was there, and Don was there, I was there, Marion was there. Ron was, still in London, England, shooting Han Solo. But so we're constantly in touch. Donnie lives 20 minutes from me.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
that is very cool. That is very. This is honestly, this is the first time I've heard of a healthy part, the healthy part of Hollywood. Because you hear a lot of, obviously lately, the unhealthy parts of Hollywood.
Hollywood's an illusion. Come on, Hollywood's made up. There's no Hollywood.
Okay.
That's a made up
La
mockery.
la.
It's made up. It's an illusion in people's heads. It sells product. There is no Hollywood. There are hardworking sound stages. But guess what? Most of my work when I direct, I'm never in Hollywood.
Okay.
I'm in North Hollywood. I'm in Santa Clarita. They've turned all these warehouses into stages. These shoots are so Hollywood.
Right.
It just so happens that they're well-known people. Being a well-known person, lots of people look in, lots of advertising dollars for networks, and they're gonna promote, Scandal. They're gonna promote all that. So.
It is.
What was the question?
If you've just tuned in and you're wondering who the great voice here that does sound a little bit familiar, it is Potsy from Happy Days, who is way more than Potsy, and we're going to get to know other sides of him today. But you are tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa and Anson Williams. So another thing that people don't know, and I didn't know until I got the bio sheet, was you have a relationship to your uncle or your cousin and his Heimlich,
maneuver?
Dr. Heimlich.
Yeah, well, he's actually my second cousin, but ever since I was born, I called him Uncle. And he said, no, call me Uncle Hank. So I call him Uncle Hank. And we became very close. And actually, Happy Days is very responsible for saving many, many lives. Because just circumstantially, Dr. Heimlich was on the set visiting. And he was just starting to promote the Heimlich maneuver. And he was getting a hard time getting national traction. He got some regional traction. But because of the Red Cross and that conflict, he was having a hard time. Just so happened that on the set, while he was there was a phone call from the Merv Griffin show. And I took it, and I had done the show a few times before. Someone had dropped out, and they asked if I'd be available that night, sing a song, and be interviewed.
Okay.
I thought, this is great.
Yeah.
I go, yeah, I'll do it. So I go to Hank. I say, Hank, look, come with me.
Right.
Maybe I can talk to Merv, and maybe we can get the Heimlich maneuver on.
Right.
He goes, well, let's try it.
Yeah.
So we get down to the Merv Griffin Theater there on Vine Street, I think, right here in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I'm looking, I can't find him. I rehearsed the song, can't find him. I'm thinking, well, Hank, you'll watch a great show, but it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I sing. Show starts. I don't think I was first. Whenever I was on, I sing the song, and then you go sit down to get interviewed.
Right.
And there's a commercial, so there's Merv. So I gave him the elevator pitch.
Right.
About and he happened to have heard of it.
Thank
and
goodness.
and he goes, we come right back up, on air.
Mm-hmm.
Unbeknownst to anybody, including his director, he introduces Henry in the audience, stands him up, brings him on stage, and does the Heimlich maneuver on Merv.
Wow.
It went on a few days later. It was pre-taped. Saved so many lives. 3 weeks later, he was on the Johnny Carson show, and it exploded. But that was because of the Happy Days set.
What a great story.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't believe in accidents. So it was just one of those coincidences.
Yeah.
Cooperating incidents.
Yeah.
With a friendly universe so that everybody could know
Yeah.
about something really important.
Yeah.
And it has saved a lot of lives. And speaking of which, you're not falling that far from your Uncle Heimlich maneuvers tree.
Maneuver.
Yes. With your own work and your own invention that is saving many, many lives. So without further ado, I think you can explain it the best. I was shocked to find out that it's actually drowsy driving kills more people than drunk drivers.
And medicated drivers combined. It's right up there with guns, drunk driving, medicated driving. It's up there in the top 5 catastrophic problems in the United States of America. And no one talks about it.
And no one talks about it.
And
Last week was National Drowsy Driving
Week.
Awareness Week.
Yeah.
So,
well, just to give you an idea of how large this problem is, I think you'll be blown away.
okay.
In 2012, the National Sleep Foundation did a detailed study. They found at least 168 million drowsy drivers a year. 168, yes, million drowsy drivers a year. And there's more. They found out at least 1 out of 5 admitted to falling asleep. More than 1 out of 5 accidents are caused by it, $12 billion a year.
Wow.
More fatalities, more deaths than drunk driving and medicated driving combined. 100,000 hurt people a year, 7,000 deaths. The average age, 18 to 25. Your college kids are not coming home. Families are being torn apart. Husbands aren't coming home. I mean, it is a huge problem. And in fact, New Jersey just made a law. They just made a law as fierce as drunk driving, if they can prove you were drowsy. But, so what happened to me, the reason I got involved is because years ago, I was directing a show called Slap Maxwell with Dabney Coleman, right here in the local Palmdale Desert. It was a hard day. I was dehydrated. It was just, horrendous day of exhaustion. I'm driving home. Next thing I know, I'm bouncing around the desert. I almost killed myself.
Wow.
I fell asleep for 3 seconds. That's all it took. Off the road.
Right.
Scared the hell out of me. I talked to Hank about it, Dr. Heimlich, and he said, by the way, Dr. Heimlich was an expert at sensory connection of body, how the body helps the body.
Yeah.
Way, way brilliant. Alert drops came about from my own experience. I fell asleep at the wheel.
I guess we're watching something. Chris found.
Oh, that's the
that
website.
You? Is that?
That was me.
That was
on
you.
The video, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Well,
but what happened was, so I almost. So
you're interrupting yourself.
I'm interrupting myself. So I talked to Dr. Heimlich, and he said, Anson, cut up lemons. He said, and then bite into it hard if you feel yourself getting tired. And he explained how the citric acid with the sour lemon, natural sour lemon, hits the lingual nerve on top of the tongue, middle of the top of the tongue. The automatic reflex reaction of the body is adrenaline. Boop, you're up. Nothing in your system.
Right.
Your own body, waking the body.
Right.
As simple as the Heimlich maneuver.
Right.
So I did. I cut up lemons and never had the problem again. Then I went into the product business along with the entertainment business. I love creating problem-solving products, and we've done many, many through the years. I won't get into it, but many, many through the years. A few years ago is when I started finding out all the facts about drowsy driving. Yeah. And I'm thinking, well, why can't we, if it's citric acid and sour lemon and water, maybe a little bit of preservative I said, why can't we recreate that in a spray job and just hit the lingual nerve right on?
Right.
I call up Hank. He said, he says, oh my God. He says, not only will it work better, he said, you will save more lives in the Heimlich maneuver. You absolutely have to do this. So we did. We created Alert Drops, which is basically a hard hit of citric acid, a hard hit of sour lemon, water, a little bit of preservative, and that's it. You spray a couple of sprays on the middle of your tongue, and boom, you're awake, you're alert. You're not going to kill yourself. Nothing in your system. Doesn't screw up your sleep pattern. It's old science, by the way. If you go to alertdrops.com, that's alertdrops.com, you'll read about it, why it works. You'll see MIT did studies on the lingual nerve years ago. This is very old science, just placed in a very convenient way of distributing.
And no side effects that are going to make you feel worse than you started with.
It's a
like
lemon.
The advertisement.
It's a lemon. It's on adrenaline. Yeah, it's a lemon on adrenaline.
So if I do it now, is it going to do anything to me?
Yeah, just do a couple in the middle
If
of
I'm
your
pretty
tongue.
awake, like, am I going to change personality?
No, you'll just
Here's
feel
an
the
experiment.
adrenaline rush right
Okay.
in the middle of your tongue, couple of sprays.
Middle of my tongue.
Yeah.
Ah, I missed.
Okay. That- Did it come out?
I have a faulty plunger.
Let me see. You're kidding.
No. Oh, the one that you bring.
Oh,
That's
my
okay.
God.
That's okay. That's all right.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I am
I
sorry.
actually have one right here, and I'm going to put.
No. That won't. Anyway.
I did get it. It's very.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just lemon. It's
Do you
concentrated
know what it is?
lemon.
No, you know what it is?
What?
I screwed up. This one's empty. This was mine in the car, and I had another one that was, and I got it mixed up.
That's okay.
Is that hysterical?
that is hysterical.
So
this
it's
is
empty.
a blooper. It wasn't. It's not a defect.
Anyway, you go like this, a couple, and you're up and you're ready. And we
Yeah.
found out
How
that,
long does it last?
Well, everybody's different.
Okay.
Every body is, everyone has a different effect. But we found it with subject groups, it was an average of 30 minutes to an hour. And then if you need some more, do it again. Nothing to harm you. It's natural.
Right. It's
and you're not going to go home and screw up your sleep pattern.
Well,
That is so embarrassing. I gave you an empty one.
No. Nothing to be embarrassed about. No.
But anyway, so already we've been honored by the United States Congress, by the California State Senate, by the City of LA. The LA Fire Department and the LA Sheriff's Department had a Drowsy Driving Awareness Day on PCH, and we were handing out alert drops at red lights to drivers with information.
Oh, that's a great
I mean, it's a powerful product.
It is.
Saving. If you go to alertdrops.com, you'll read testimonials. If you go to amazon.com, where it's sold, you can get in all sorts of different variations, 12-packs, 6-packs, 2-packs, 1. But you'll just read those reviews of how it's helped people.
Right.
Yeah. Very, very important. We can stop this catastrophic problem today.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you for this time because
Absolutely.
somebody out there's life is safe today.
Well, the Asian Oprah giveaway is going to be the one that's in the car. I'm going to go out and get it, and then I'll be able to give that away on the air.
I'll be sending you. No, Carlin will be sending you many.
Okay, that would be great because it is, and there's, you said it. I love problem-solving products.
Yes.
So for that. Not because you were on Happy Days, even though that was pretty cool, but just for that, because I think that is one of the most important things that humankind can participate in, right?
Can you imagine?
Using our brains and our ingenuity and our creativity to save someone something.
Life.
So you get, wait for it, you get Dr. Marissa's Beneficial Presence on the Planet Award. That's what I wanted to give you.
Thank you. Well, everyone asks, they ask, what's your favorite thing? I actually think everything I've done has led up to this. Honestly, people are alive.
Because of that.
This. I know for a fact.
Yeah. And doesn't that feel fabulous?
Well, it feels, it's paying Dr. Heimlich forward. Talk about his instincts. I talked to him. He passed away last December 17th.
Sorry.
Almost a year ago. Well, he's 96. What a life,
Yeah.
But
He's with my dad.
a couple of weeks before, we, in one of the last parts of the conversation, he said, "You get this out to everybody," and he reiterated, "It will save more lives than a maneuver. You get this out." It's in honor of him. Without his knowledge and brilliance, I wouldn't have known.
Right.
All I did was have a common sense idea. He was the one that was brilliant enough to understand how the body worked and caring enough
So he was an
to
MD.
spread the word. Oh, he was
MD.
He was an MD.
How did he come up with the maneuver?
Some personal people had personal problems with choking to death. But his wife was Jane Heimlich. And Jane was one of Arthur Murray's twin daughters.
Oh.
And Jane was a pioneer in alternative medicine. She wrote the book, What Your Doctor Doesn't Tell You. And she was a big influence on Dr. Heimlich. He was head of the Cincinnati Jewish Hospital. I mean, he was a real, like, Western medicine doctor for years.
Traditional.
I mean, traditional and, huge doctor.
Yeah.
But she's the one that inspired him to look a little further. She's the one that said, not everything has to be with a knife and drugs.
Right.
And that started his research into how the body helps the body. And all that, and the Heimlich maneuver came from that. I mean, he looked for simple, basic ways of solving problems.
That's so good.
And this here, I mean, and you look it up, it's like old science. It's not like he just gave me the knowledge of what's already been researched. He researched it.
Yeah.
There's studies done years ago. And then all I did was find a more convenient way to distribute it. But because
and they're not even they're not expensive. Like anybody can get one.
Oh my God! It's like they're like it's over a month's supply for under $10. I mean, you buy a Starbucks for $5.
That's ridiculous.
And if you buy 12, like sometimes people buy 12 packs for their companies or people, it's $4 a unit. I mean, it's like nothing, and it lasts a month. There's over 80 sprays. So we try to make it where it's really gettable, reasonable, and long lasting.
That's awesome.
And every car. Not only that, construction sites are buying it.
Good.
Because they need to be alert.
Right.
And they need to be safe. We're selling out to hospital staffs because they're up all night.
Right.
And EMTs, doctors. Any job where you need to be alert and safe, and especially entertainment business.
Yeah.
Our hours are crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, even I know when I'm driving back to pick up my kid, I live in Orange County, just coming from here, and I'm up for the show.
Right.
And by the time I'm like halfway back, I feel that real drop in adrenaline. And I'm like, if I didn't get a really good night's sleep, I will feel drowsy.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
And I will have to pull over. I've pulled over by the time I get to IKEA and just put my head back because
but even that's not safe.
It's not safe.
Because you're going to wake up. Do you ever drive and you're driving and all of a sudden you don't remember how you got there?
Yeah.
That's sleeping. No,
that was in my college days too.
Yeah.
But anyways.
There's a name for it. But it's basically you're asleep with your eyes open. You're asleep with your eyes open. I will run to the car and get you some for your trip today.
Yeah.
I promise you. I will run to the car and get you some.
I should be okay. I got a good night's sleep last night. Although I just flew in from San Francisco.
All I'm saying is if you ever need just a little bit.
Yeah. No. I did get a little that accidentally went that way.
Yeah, I saw it. It's good for the skin too.
and it does definitely have a kick.
Oh yeah.
So
you haven't felt. You'll feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super.
But it's not a kick. I mean, what you felt is adrenaline.
Natural. It's
adrenaline.
a stimulant.
It stimulates the lingual nerve.
Adrenaline.
It's just like going to the doctor when they have the rubber mallet and they test your reflexes. Right. It's the same thing here. It's a reflex reaction.
Is it in 7-Eleven? Because I would think that would be like totally.
It will.
A great
absolutely will.
place.
But if you know commerce, commerce is its own beast, and you need to bring such awareness and such demand for it before you go in, or they'll kill your product. So you don't know. It needs to be placed properly. And you need to have the power of the public with you when you go in. We're getting close.
Okay.
We're getting close.
As seen on TV?
No.
No?
No.
You don't want
as
to
seen
do
on
that?
TV, actually, that's become kind of a dinosaur.
Okay.
What's working for us, I mean, we're on our 4th run. It's products blowing out.
Okay.
Is we do Facebook ads, but we do them. We do all these. If you look, really cute video ads and things that we just place properly.
Yeah.
And we do Amazon ads. And I'll tell you, it beats the heck out of as seen on TV.
Okay.
And we're just doing tremendous sales.
Yeah, I know someone on there, and I know someone on QVC, so that's why I was asking.
We were on QVC for a decade.
You were
10 years.
Okay.
We probably
cool.
had 30 products on QVC through the years.
Okay.
And that's fine. And QVC is great. It's fun. That ain't the future.
Right.
At all.
It's all
the future. The future's. I mean, that internet is one powerful tool used positively.
It is.
Very
it's a good thing.
powerful. Done right. You can waste a lot of time on it, but you can also do some great things on it.
It's important to do, and it's a great stocking stuffer.
You bet it is.
So I think that would be a great way to help promote the awareness around the need, as well as help have your part in saving a life. So how do we find it? Just go to...
You go to, if you want all the information, And all the science, why it works, how it works, all the research. You go to alertdrops.com.
Alertdrops.com.
And then you buy it. Now you can from there they'll click you to Amazon.
Okay.
Or you can go straight to Amazon. And we have everything from 12 packs, 6 packs, 3 packs, 2 packs, 1 pack. The 12 pack, if you're going to like do stocking stuffers, the 12 pack is an amazing deal. It's like less than half price.
Yeah.
And you can give to friends whatever you want.
I'm gonna definitely get some.
I'd say it's probably the most important part of their stuffer.
Especially companies, too. Instead of tchotchkes, this is like a meaningful tchotchke.
You bet. You bet.
Right?
Yeah. Well, like they're saying, they were saying, what's the most important thing? And said, well, I'll tell you, directing a show is great, and being on a television show is great, but saving a life? Are you kidding? I'd much rather be promoting saving a life
and be remembered for that.
And I don't even want to be remembered for that. I just want the product to be remembered to save lives.
Right.
I don't care about me.
Yeah.
But I'm the person to put the word out there,
Yeah.
and it's not me.
Have you always
It's
been this
Dr.
humble?
Heimlich. Huh?
Have you always been this humble?
I learned to be.
Yeah.
I learned to be. Trial and error.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank God I had the error at a young age. I was able to grow up at a young age. And Gary Marshall had a lot to do with that too. And Ron Howard's amazing. Ron was a big influence. He always had tremendous character, very good. I mean, just humble, hardworking, giving, caring, smart guy, talented, of course.
Yes.
So I had some good mentors, some good, good people, with me. So
That's awesome.
But yeah, and I almost, myself, people don't know, I almost passed away a year ago.
What?
Yeah.
What happened?
They found out I had colon cancer, right? But it wasn't. If you're going to get it, they said that's the one to get.
Okay.
Thanks. But
all right.
But I knew. But actually, I needed that. I needed that kick in the butt at the time, just for long term. I'm healthier now. I've been in my life.
Okay.
But I almost got nailed in the hospital.
Wow.
Through some mistakes.
Oh.
And 5-day stay ended up 21.
Oh.
But I'll tell you, that time. You think what do you want to leave behind? And what's it about? Boy, I'll tell you.
Makes you
every
really...
every cliche is real, true.
Yeah.
Every single cliche is true.
Yeah.
But it makes it. It makes you even reevaluate even more. David Cassidy. I was reading his last words. Do you know his last words were? And I actually guest starred with him on A Fantasy Island. He was a great guy.
I actually met him too at a party.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Great, nice, sweet man.
A little shorter than I thought he was going to be.
But he was great. His last words were, "So much time wasted."
Oh.
That was his last words.
Oh.
And there's one of the biggest stars in history at his time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you go, boy, I said, you got to live. You got to live and you got to give.
Right.
Both.
Right,
live and give to your last breath.
So my life motto is "Don't die wondering." So that's my future part of it, and my past part of it is no regrets.
That's right.
So what are yours? What's your life motto? I mean, we've already basically been talking. Give back.
Oh no, one is there's a great quote. Don't die with the music still in you. And the other one is my life is like hopeful. I mean, it's a cliche. I hope the people I met. I hope I made things a little better by being here. I hope I had a purpose that continues to have a purpose. That's my life motto.
Oh, that's good. Purpose that continues to have a purpose.
You bet.
That's fabulous and perfect to go out on our little side promotion to thank the sponsors who make this show possible. And we'll be back in 2 and 2. Peace in and peace out.
No way! I'm so cool. I'm so hot. I'm so hungry. I'm so full.
Did that complaining sound familiar to you? Hi, I'm Dr. Marissa, your cheerleader for hope and happiness 88% of the time. And they also call me the Asian Oprah. Well, I have a perfect app for you if you want to lose negative weight and stop complaining. Yes, the 21-day Fast from Complaining with Dr. Marissa app is now available. Every day you'll get a balanced tip that keeps you from complaining, as well as some sound effects. If you do complain and you press a button, it will give you sound to keep you from complaining. And if you make it the entire day without complaining, you'll get a nice warm And there's a YouTube link also to help you not complain. And then at the end of the 21 days, because it takes 21 days to create a good habit, you'll get an overall score as well as a way to post your triumph with your friends and family on Facebook. So don't complain, have fun, and remember it's all about balance. Peace in and peace out.
Peace in, peace out.
Want to reduce your stress without taking a pill that has side effects? Want to learn how to meditate? Then contact Dr. Marissa Pei, also known as the Asian Oprah, and your cheerleader for more hope and happiness.
Good morning once
Sign up
again.
for Balance on the Beach or in the beauty of Sedona today. Details at www.drmarissa.online and get ready for happiness 88% of the time. That's drmarissa.online. And we are back. You are tuned into my weekly talk radio show called Take My Advice, I'm Not Using It. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa every Tuesday at naturally high noon here out of the Sunset Gower Studios in Hollywood, California with UBN Radio TV, Universal Broadcasting Network, and then every Thursday at 7, Saturday at 1 on my syndicated CNBC News Radio channel, KCAA, AM 1050, FM 102.3, FM 106.5, and everywhere on iHeartRadio. And today's guest, we are truly blessed to have one of the most humble men I've met, and definitely the most humble man in Hollywood that I've ever met. It's Anson Williams, best known as Potsy on Happy Days, but hopefully you will remember him because he has a fabulous product that is saving lives in an area that we don't talk about, drowsy driving that takes more lives, as we heard earlier before the break, on more than medicated driving and drunk driving. So it is time. You can get them from Amazon or alertdrops.com. And I want to have all of you support the work by buying the product and creating the demand so it can be taken to places like 7-Eleven so that more and more people can use it and save lives. So
Yes.
how's that for a commercial?
I thought that was great. I'm just gonna sit here quiet.
No.
You do better than me.
No, but it is really a great product. But okay, so he just told me, could we just everybody feet on the ground, palms up, and take a very deep breath in? We're going to send some comfort and healing and energy to the first responders right now who are taking care of the fires that are out there threatening many, many people. So just take that deep breath in through the nose and releasing in the mouth out of your heart. And I know they felt that. And just knowing that everything's going to be okay. And you actually have a second house in Ojai, which may be in the line of fire.
Don't know yet.
Don't know yet.
But it's in an outside area, but it seems to be going down that line.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We're just
So
going to
hopefully
know
not.
that everything
Yeah.
is going to be gone by the time we
Yeah.
are out there.
Yeah.
And now I have to ask,
Huh.
what is it like being a father to four or five? Five girls. I have two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have five. So you were talking about cause and effect.
Yeah.
Earlier.
God's a woman, and God is getting even with me for the 70s. Have fun, kid. We'll get you later. Thank you. Boy, got me good. Five? What are the odds?
Five. What are the odds?
Yeah.
I'm asking you. How many sisters did you have?
One.
Oh, so how many? A lot of women in your mom and dad's families? No. So it is karma. What did you do in the 70s that you could talk about?
I can't talk about it. No. It was fun. You're a young guy, you're single, you're singing on a television show.
There you go.
And you're doing concerts and people like you, kind of. So yeah, well,
yeah, lots of love.
But I love them. But my oldest, she's really does incredibly well at BuzzFeed.
Oh.
And I don't know if anyone out. I mean, she gets stopped in the stores. She's in many areas of BuzzFeed. She helped make Tasty, that's their site, phenomenal. She created Tasty Junior. She created all these other platforms for them, but she also created Wine Moms, which she stars in.
Oh,
she writes,
okay.
edits, and all that. If you go to BuzzFeed on YouTube, BuzzFeed Hannah Williams, you'll see her last video over 8 million views. I mean, she's happening. She's really, really talented.
I should get her on the show.
Yeah, she's really, really. She's very well. You know,
young entrepreneur like her dad.
Yeah, better. She's better.
Oh, that's so.
And she's doing just phenomenal. I mean, on camera, off camera, and she created this whole career for herself.
Good
she
for
started
her.
as almost like an apprentice there, and in a
And
very
worked her
short amount
way.
of time. Very short amount of time. Yeah.
That's great. And then your other 4 daughters.
They're at home.
Ages.
19, 16, 15, and 11.
Wow. You
I'll
are ensconced.
Yeah.
So what's
And, you know, right now I'm the stupidest person on earth.
Are
know, right?
you?
Sure. Yeah. Right. Get away, Dad. You're in the way, Dad. Come on, Dad. She goes. I go. That's my T-shirt. She goes. I know. It was cold. I know.
Oh, that's
I
so
said I have 10 T-shirts to my name. Why are you taking my stuff? You know.
Do they watch the show, like the reruns? And
They don't.
stuff?
They don't. They don't really. They don't. They really.
Are they like embarrassed or
No, it's like
no,
it's
just
not. It's not their world.
It's
you know?
not their world.
No.
And
I like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There's no special treatment at all.
Now, did you? I'm gonna pry a little. Did you meet your wife on set, or how
No,
did that
it was
happen?
a blind date.
Really?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah, it was geographically desirable. 1 mile away.
1 mile away,
Yeah.
and you knew?
No, took a while.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that in the 70s?
It was not in the 70s. It was after the first. No, there was a marriage mistake before.
Oh, well,
my
I
fault.
see.
My fault. No, my fault because
Okay.
I was incredibly, not ready for that. But no, so I learned.
Yeah. Well, I don't call any.
Well, yeah,
those,
it was
or
an
not mistakes. It was an education.
It was
a chapter in your book of romance.
It was a very expensive education. Yes.
Trust me, we're not going down that
Yeah.
one.
Oh no, let me discuss
Yeah.
this.
No.
Doctor.
I'm the host. I'm the host.
Okay.
Yeah. Turnabout is fair play.
Yeah.
So
but that's how you learn. You don't learn without challenges.
Yeah.
What did Richard Branson? He said, why are you so successful? He said, I don't call it failure. I call it challenges. He says, I fell off this mountain 4 times. If I hadn't fallen off 4 times, I wouldn't be here because I wouldn't have the knowledge to stay on top. I wouldn't have the humility to stay on top.
There's
And
wisdom right there.
that's the truth.
Yeah.
You got to go through pain to gain. You really do.
Absolutely.
You really
I call
do.
it chiseling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a sculpture is beautiful,
Yeah,
but it's
chisel.
got to,
Yeah.
But if it's not chiseled, it's just a lump of right?
And you chisel into priorities of life. Yeah,
absolutely.
you get it.
Yes.
Finally, hopefully you get it sooner than later.
Yes, you're preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully people get it now, today. Because if you get it now, today, you'll have a wonderful life.
Yeah.
You don't want your last breath to say so much time wasted. You don't want your last breath.
I'm so glad.
to say that.
If I died right after the show,
I'd be really sad. I'd be upset. I'd be freaking out.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
But if I have no regrets, I really, really have no regrets, and that's how I want to live my life every single day.
Yeah.
That's why I start with gratitudes, and then I read we share an author in common at Ernest Holmes.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Ernest Holmes.
Brilliant, and just it is a choice. Happiness is a choice.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Everything's
Feeding
a
my
choice.
addiction to joy.
Yeah.
And it's all about choosing the better feeling thought.
Well, we talked about that. Every self-help book in the world is 3 words: cause and effect. It's all. It really.
Yeah.
How you think, how you
Determines.
talk, how you walk, what you eat, what you don't eat. Everything is cause and effect, good or bad. It's up to you.
Okay, so let's get.
And that's from Thomas Jefferson, by the way.
Is it?
Thomas Jefferson said it in different words. He said, God, he looked inside for God. He didn't look outside for God. He said it's in us.
Right.
And he basically was saying good and bad is in us. We get the feeling of bad. We get we know good. Listen to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was Jefferson way back.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago. So I'm going to put the moose on the table. We have a little bit of time. So I did get a message from someone who wanted you to comment on, I know, even though I say there's no K words, no Kardashian, we're not talking Kardashian, but we are going to, I introduced the whole Weinstein thing last week. So you being in Hollywood, the non-existent Hollywood, what's your take on all of this?
I don't want to get in. The thing is, I find just as much of this in the product world.
It's not
buyers.
just,
It's not just Hollywood. Oh my God!
Right,
you think,
right.
No, Hollywood gets the attention,
right.
and it might bring it might be a little different platform because there's a lot of needy actresses and there's a lot of needy people, like Weinstein. He seems like a very needy, insecure person who has to. Well, just to backtrack, someone gave me the greatest advice ever, and
Gary Marshall.
and it goes back to it. No, Gary didn't do. Actually,
I'm
it was
teasing,
years
I'm
before
sorry.
that. But no, we're in it. We're in it. Like
Right.
you're in it. You
Right.
want the show to be successful.
Yeah, of course.
Right? You work hard at this, right?
Yes.
You're in it. You're not of it. It's not who you are. You don't need this to be you.
True.
You don't need this. You're not hiding behind it.
No.
The Weinsteins, they're hiding behind it. They have to hide behind something. And that's so it's just getting a lot of visibility, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
But it's just as disgusting in so many other areas. However, what's great about it is it is going to change the fabric. It is going to change, it's especially as a leader. As a leader, if you get vulnerable people, whether it's men, women, whatever, and you take advantage, that is horrendous.
Right.
You're an animal.
Right.
And that's got to stop. So I think what's good about it is it's bringing attention to a big problem.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to echo to every area of life.
Right. Right.
So, yeah, I think it's great. I think it's becoming too much of a soap opera, though. I think the media's...
The pendulum is swinging all the way.
They're not... Yeah, I mean, Alert Drops is not getting some of the attention it deserves because there's no space because of these horrendous situations. And every day they're finding one. I mean, they got to balance this out. There's
Right.
other things to talk about. There's other things to promote. Someone died because you're putting another harassment thing in. I mean, we get it. We got it.
Yeah.
It's becoming too much of a money making topic
Yeah.
for advertisers.
Yeah.
And that I don't like. I
Yeah.
like that it's being brought out. I like that it's going to stop. And but I think we get it now. I think we got it.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
we need to keep
Yeah. I think,
beating it.
but I hope that we don't stop at just the superficial end of it, but we look at the whole valuing,
Totally.
and non-valuing.
But that goes, but that also goes into character. Also, the individuals that are abused or whatever harassed, they've got to become stronger too.
Right. It's a system.
They've got to build themselves to say no.
Right.
I mean, come on. If you're going to go to someone's powerful room, you got to. I mean, don't.
Right.
Don't need the
right.
part that bad.
Yeah.
Stop being of it.
Yeah.
You don't need it that bad. There's
Right.
gonna be you're going to a room. There's
Yeah.
gonna be someone's gonna close the door and lock it. There's gonna that's
Yeah.
don't put yourself
right.
do not put yourself in that
Balancing.
situation. Have enough insight to yourself and self-empowerment to stop it before it starts.
Yeah.
So I think it's a combination.
Yeah. The cause and effect thing again.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's a systemic issue
Yeah.
that requires changes and attention
Right.
and valuing of diversity at
Yeah.
all levels.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And that is a beautiful place to sort of give you your last question, which is your last question I ask all my guests at the end of every show.
Right.
Who or what are you grateful for? So
gosh.
how did that, you've already been really grateful to Gary Marshall, to, a lot of different people that have helped you.
I'm grateful to the Creator. I'm grateful for giving me this opportunity in life. I'm grateful for the much bigger picture of
Beautiful.
of the opportunity to be here with you now. I mean, I want to thank our Creator for every opportunity.
Beautiful. Well said. I call him my UPS man, by the way.
Yeah.
My universal power source. He delivers every morning when I pray and meditate.
It's and just a quick little piece
Yeah,
of
yeah.
information that people, all the living matter on Earth combined with all the living matter in our particular galaxy is less than 4% of the universe, and it's smaller every day because space keeps growing. And by the way, same Creator. We're not big enough for a pole, and we can be as close to the all-knowing or far away. It's a feeling, it's a connection, it's a
Yeah.
frame of mind. It's
Yeah.
it's
energy.
And so don't let the societal merry-go-round dictate who you are what to do, where to find your happiness. There's a much bigger player out there.
Absolutely.
Connect to it.
Absolutely. That's very well said. Very well said. And now, you know, I always find out after I invite someone on exactly why I invited them, and now I know. That's Anson Williams on my show. Thank you so much.
Oh, you bet. Thank you so much.
You already have your award, so, and then we're going to go to the car and get the product. But I just have a couple things that I usually end the show with. Welcome to my balance bar. So if you hang out for a minute, then we'll take off after that. But here we go. Welcome to what's going on. Let me find it in the script. Here we go. Free tickets, another Asian Oprah giveaway. Steve Farber's Extreme Leadership Experience to bring in the new year. Steve was my guest celebrating July 4th and the one who interviewed me for the Inc. magazine earlier this year. If you missed that, go on my, you just go to Inc.com and put in Dr. Marissa, and you'll have it. It's about perfectionism, what I call the dis-ease, leads to the dis-ease of life. Well, he's having a celebration event, not just for you to be an optimal leader in your organization, but also releasing his first music CD, proving that it's never too late to balance your work and your passion. Also, special guest Phantom of the Opera, Sandra Joseph, and JJ French of Twisted Sister will be there. And I'll be teaching you some balanced Tai Chi Gong, some moving meditation in the mornings. So it's valued at $450. Be the first person to go to forbalance.org and sign the visitor page today. And you will be joining me January 12th and 13th at the Doubletree Hilton Hotel in San Diego. And if you miss out, please go register anyways. And it's a fabulous event to start off your new year. Go to extremeleadership.com. And today is day 5 on the 21-day fast from complaining with Dr. Marissa. You want to join with me?
Sure.
21 days of not complaining consecutively. If you are able to do that after you register at drmarissa.tv, you get a prize. You get a pack of my motivational cards, 52 card pick-me-ups, stacking the deck for life balance. And we only have 3 winners so far in the last 58 rounds of this fast. So for 57 consecutive months, we've only had 3, and they're all women. So I'm looking for the men to stop complaining and register. And of course, you saw the app in the middle of the show, 99 cents. It was created by teenagers. So support my peace work around the planet by getting that. And Saturday night, another great Agape event celebrating our 31st anniversary of a place that supports individual transformation and Love Central, being a beneficial presence on the planets where I get my positive roots watered. Go to agapelive.com. If you get there a little early, I will be interviewing on the red carpet so that you can be on the same playlist as Quincy Jones, John Travolta, and Halle Berry. And just confirmed speaking, I will be speaking at the Best of You conference and probably doing a little singing there too. That's at the Long Beach Convention Center. It will be in... Let's see. If you just go to Best of You Expo, you'll find the dates, or just go on to my website, forbalance.org. Next week, we have another great music legend. Do you remember the Manhattan Transfer? Well, Erin Dickens will be here in studio. Actually, she's zooming in. She's on the East Coast. But we'll be talking about music, passion, finding your bliss, and it's never too late. So tune in next week for another fabulous, scintillating. Do you have anything? We actually just looked at there. I have 2 more minutes. Did you think of something? You know how after the show you go, oh, I forgot to say that, or oh, I should have said that. And I just had a feeling that you might have something that you were going to say.
I'm thinking. I think I'm talked out.
Are you? Okay. Because Chris, do you have a question? Because I'm looking at the clock. I can't believe we actually have time left. Usually I'm talking
well,
longer
bless
on the
my
thing.
soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Ooh, ooh, hey, hey, yeah. Splish, splash, I was taking a bath. long about a Saturday night. Rub-a-dub, just relaxing in the tub, thinking everything was all right. Well, I stepped out the tub, put my feet on the floor, dropped the towel around me, and I opened the door, and then I splish splash. I jumped back in the bath. Well, how was I to know there was a party going on? I was a splishing and a splashing, reeling with the feeling, rolling and a strolling, moving and a grooving. Hey, yeah, play that sax. Bing bang, I saw the whole gang dancing on my living room rug. Flip flop, I was doing the bop. All the teams had the dancing bug. There was a lollipopping with Peggy Sue. Good golly, Miss Molly was even there too. And then a splish splash. Forgot about the bath. I went and put my dance shoes on. I was a splishing and a splashing, reeling with the feeling, moving and a grooving, rocking and a rolling. Hey yeah, sax. Yeah, I was a rolling and a strolling. Reeling with the feeling.
Reeling with the feeling.
Splishing and a splashing.
Splishing and a splashing.
Moving and a grooving.
Moving and a grooving.
Splishing and a splashing. Moving and a grooving. Splish, splash. Yeah. Was that 2 minutes?
That was good. That was a great. You probably did that on Merv Griffin. Exclusively here in studio. I'm sure that's going to, we'll get the million views just on that. You want to see Anson Williams sing live in studio? That was it.
Hope it was on pitch.
No, it was great. It was great. And now we are out of time. So please do tune in for another fabulous episode of Take My Advice. I'm Not Using It. Get Balance with Dr. Marissa. Remember, it's all about balance. Peace in. And peace out. To take away.
This is Dick from Carpet Masters. Carpet Masters has been serving